And only 2 hours to go now for India's moon landing. The Vikram lander is locked and loaded. Everything is going perfectly according to plan. 2 minutes, 2 hours and 4 minutes to go for that final touchdown on the moon's surface. 5:44 p.m. is when the auto landing system will engage, bringing the Vikram lander to its final approach configuration for a soft touchdown on the surface of the moon. 2 hours to go for history to be created for India and for the world. It will be the first landing on the south pole of the moon, which has not been explored by any mission so far. Akshita Nandagopal is at the Isro headquarters in Bengaluru, where the command center is busy with activity with only 2 hours to go. This is a nail-biting moment that cannot be described. But all things, Akshita, are smooth sailing, everything going according to plan before those 15 minutes of terror. And even in that case, the scientists, with all the lessons from the last mission in 2019, believe that they have a much more robust, prepared and ready, lander for this mission.
Very true, Shiv. I'd say less than 2 hours, because at 5:20 is when the live streaming will begin. And here, as we stand in the Isro headquarters, behind me is where we'll be getting you those images of the live streaming as it happens, because that's go time. That's the time when Isro scientists then will be ensuring they do all their checks and balances to ensure we're fully ready for that soft landing. The 15 minutes of terror that you're referring to, Shiv, in all likelihood, from what I've seen really, and the pamphlets that Isro has given us, looks like it's going to be 19 minutes of terror, starting at 5:45 or so, going up till 6:04 p.m. And in those 19 minutes, that's the time when Isro scientists essentially will just watch what's happening, like us. Of course, they'll be tracking very closely, understanding a lot more of what we're seeing on our screens and the movement of the lander itself. But having said that, from 5:20, they'll be busy going ahead and giving commands to the lander. 5:45 onwards, they have absolutely nothing to do, because everything is completely automated. It's a system very clearly that's set in place, what they refer to as ALS, which is the automated landing sequence that's already been put in place. The commands have been given. Based on that, the commands that the scientists, that Team Chandrayaan has sent across right now to lander Vikram includes when the 4 engines should come on, when 2 of the thruster engines will be switched off, when 2 will be on. All of that with precise timing down to the second has already been sent across as a command to lander Vikram. So it's just about following a string of commands that Isro has given. It's just about ensuring that their design, their tech that they've been working on for the last many years so very hard and toiled over, all of that comes into place, fits in like a perfect puzzle. In which case, 6:04 p.m. from here, I'll be showing you all the celebrations that break out.
Incredible. I mean, the entire energy, the entire atmosphere there, it's not going to be easy to describe it in words. But Akshita, I've been where you're standing in 2019, so I know exactly how you're feeling right now. Many of those scientists are the same ones we saw that time as well. The science is locked and loaded. We've got that down. The spirituality and the celebrations and the good wishes of the public is as important as well, and Isro knows it. Going across to the Nehru Planetarium in Delhi, where India Today's Nabila Jamal, has been speaking to the people there. Celebrations and energy organized everywhere. Nabila, what's the atmosphere there like at the Nehru Planetarium?
Right. Shiv, if you can hear me, I'm right now at the Nehru Planetarium in Delhi, and of course the mood right now is upbeat. Unfortunately, I had a big bunch of people here who rushed in to watch a show. So right at the time when the Chandrayaan is landing, it appears that Nehru Planetarium are selling out back-to-back shows on the planet and an understanding of the moon. In just about a few hours, as the Chandrayaan lands, we see that people across Delhi have landed at the Nehru Planetarium, hoping to see some kind of telecast. If I can actually ask my camera to pan here. These are, of course, all the media channels here waiting for that live telecast for Isro to show relay visuals. But that's a screen there that you see where the Chandrayaan-3's movement is tracked. That's precisely the screen that is being tracked here by people who are coming into the planetarium to get a close look of the movement of Vikram lander and its rover Pragyan. So the mood is upbeat. People are here, but they're all inside watching a show on the celestial, on the galaxy itself. And of course, the Chandrayaan's relevance is high. It has been already spoken to a bunch of the people who have landed here, and they are waiting and eager to watch this whole process. But possibly at 5 o'clock, we'd see them flocking in larger numbers. For now, there's a show right here. The doors are closed. The show is happening right inside, where people are going to watch the galaxy and get an understanding of it. But we can't wait, Shiv, if this is successful and goes as per plan, India to become the 4th country in the world to accomplish this mission. And I think this is where a billion hopes are riding on the Chandrayaan-3. And we are super sure that Isro has worked out every margin of error. It will be landing on point as planned.
Nabila, thanks for that. We'll keep coming back to you. You know, the people at the planetarium have gone inside. There's a showing of a film right before that big landing, but only 2 hours to go. Less than 2 hours to go. A big crowd and media there, and there are screens behind Nabila where they're going to be showing live images from the Isro, I suspect. So those images that Akshita brings to us here live on India Today are going to be shown all across the country. Sagai Raj is also with us. He's live from inside the Isro Center, where those images are going to be coming online in just a short while from now. Sagai, it's 4:07 now. In just about 1 hour and 13 minutes, the live data will start to come in from the Vikram lander, and the screen behind you will start to beam all that information. Am I right?
Also got a correction, and remember that it is going to be very crucial for the entire ISRO, those 19 minutes, because that is the time where ISRO will try to land the lander on surface of the moon. Remember, there is a speciality when you compare to Chandrayaan-2 and Chandrayaan-3. This time they have a few special cameras which will detect craters as well as blunders on the surface of the moon and detect which is a safe place for them to land. They didn't have this kind of a provision in Chandrayaan-2. So this time they have enhanced the software, they have enhanced the hardware as well, and they have also done enough trial. When the lander lands vertically, it lands successfully without any kind of hazard. As of now, they have a radius around 4 kilometers to choose their landing point, unlike in Chandrayaan-2 where they had only half a kilometer of moon surface where they can land. That is the reason the scientists are quite confident, because they have done their homework, they have learned from their past mistakes, and this time they have come up with a better equipment and better software upgradation in the lander.